When we think about the fundamental elements that shape our lives, we often tend to focus on the tangible elements like food, shelter, safety, income, right? But there are intangible essentials like passion, purpose, peace of mind, happiness that are equally vital. My journey has been one of refashioning these core elements with the help of music, therapy, and constant resilience. For most musicians, music might have been a passion or a dream from a very young age. Unfortunately, I'm not such an artist. Music has always been there in my life, but I never dreamt of becoming a singer or a musician as I come from a small town. From where I'm coming from, a career other than being a doctor or an engineer or a teacher was simply unacceptable. Especially a career in music was not acceptable. Fortunately, my parents were really progressive and they were music lovers. They forced me to participate in a reality show called Idea Star Singer, which became a huge success and that changed my whole life. So at the age of 18, I became a professional singer without even dreaming about it. For me, music became a career first, then it became a passion, and then I started dreaming about it. So, as I was saying, at the age of 18, I became a professional singer, and all the tangible elements like the food, shelter, income, everything was sorted with my talent or with my fame. But with this material success comes a lot of expectation and pressure. Me being a shy kid at that time, I couldn't handle that fame really well. I didn't really know what to do with that fame or what to do with my music at that time. But after a few years, I thought I was doing a bit good job. What I didn't really anticipate was how swiftly my world could unravel. My marriage crumbled at the age of 26 or 27, and I went into severe clinical depression, a condition often misunderstood, yet shaking the core of your existence, your sense of self, and whatnot. I couldn't find joy in anything or in myself. I lost my self confidence, my self respect. I even stopped loving myself. And I didn't really know what was happening to me. I even thought of committing a suicide because I didn't really understand I was going through depression. I know some of you sitting here might have been through depression or some kind of mental health problem in some part of your life. I know how hard it is, to come out of it, how hard it is to find that hope to live a future, to see your future with some hope. That was simply not happening for me at that time. With the increase in mental health awareness that's happening around the globe, many are seeking help. But I think I wanted to really emphasize this on this talk because this awareness should start from a very young age. People should be taught that every emotion is valid. You don't have to be happy all the time, right? You can be sad, you can be angry, you can be anxious. Everything is valid, every emotion is valid, and we all are human beings, and emotions are our basic stuff, right? So, we should be taught that every emotion is valid, and giving an awareness about how to manage your emotions will help you have a healthy life, have a life that you can live with peace and happiness. It was a bit difficult for me at that time to handle this. I took therapy, I took medication to come out of depression, and with this, I realized that every emotion is valid, and I had to sit through the emotion to let it pass. Otherwise, you'll have to face that emotion at some point of your life, and that's going to hit you really hard. I never thought I would come out of it, but I did that. That's why I'm saying that giving an awareness to kids at a very young age can help them to live a life in a better way. To have an awareness that giving them a choice to go to a professional help when they have something wrong in their life. That's the greatest thing that we can do to a kid. We cannot tell people to stay with that emotion. You be sad, you be angry, you be depressed. No, this can be definitely changed with proper therapy. If you can do it on your own, that's great. But there are people who need help, who are suffering from serious mental health problems. So I really emphasize that something should be done. I don't know what, but something should be done with the current education system so that people have an awareness about their mental health problems, their emotions, and how to control their emotions or how to manage their emotions. Emotions should not control us. We should not be slaves of our own emotions. We should have that power over emotions. It was during this dark period that I realized I should refashion the fundamentals that matter the most to me. In my lowest moments, music was my anchor, of course. Performing helped me to reconnect with myself, with my identity. Listening music helped me to stay true to myself, but music on its own was not enough. I had to refashion my approach towards mental health. The process began with questioning the fundamentals that the society still stigmatizes, like getting professional help for a mental health problem, or getting medications, or questioning the traditions that discourage vulnerability. And above all, giving priority to your emotional health than material success. All of this changed my definition of success. Being a musician, success was something like getting more fame or creating hit numbers, singing in more films. But now, with all this, my definition of success changed to peace of mind. It was not easy to question or break the societal norms, and surviving in a society which still considers divorce as socially unacceptable. It was not easy for my parents, it was not easy for myself. People who have been through a divorce can totally relate to this. The problem about living in such a society is that it will make you feel guilty and embarrassed for making your own decisions about your life. We should have the freedom to choose happiness, choose peace, or choose self-respect over a toxic relationship, right? But living in such a society will make you feel guilty and embarrassed about all this. So what I did first was taking the guilt and embarrassment out of the equation. You don't have to be embarrassed, or you don't have to feel guilty about getting a divorce. I'm not someone who says that if you're having a happy relationship, go divorce. No, I'm not saying that. Divorce is such an emotionally taxing process, and I really wish nobody goes through this. But because of some situation you had to go through a divorce, it's not a crime. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You don't have to feel embarrassed about this. Because you're just choosing yourself, you're choosing your happiness, your peace of mind, your self-respect over a toxic relationship. So much has happened, and I started talking about my divorce and mental health issues openly without embarrassment, and this changed my narrative and the narrative of my family. It was not an easy task. It took a lot of courage and resilience to do this. But if you ask me, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it because I'm happy. I'm at a better stage. I have peace of mind now. I sleep really well these days. So, as I was saying, it takes a lot of courage, but it's worth it. We cannot change or refashion the world around us without changing the changing our basic beliefs about ourselves. It takes a lot of courage, but it is a path of fulfillment, authenticity, and a positive change that we all crave. I really hope my story inspires you to refashion the fundamentals or basics that we have accepted as fixed and dare to reimagine and reinvent your own basic truth. Thank you.